Once upon a time, in a cozy corner of the countryside, there lived three little pigs. They were brothers, and they loved each other very much. Their mother had taught them to be kind, helpful, and to always do their best. One sunny morning, their mother called them together. "My dear little pigs," she said with a warm smile, "you're growing up now. It's time for each of you to build your own house." She gave each of them a gentle hug and sent them on their way with sandwiches for lunch and kind words of encouragement. The first little pig was cheerful and liked to sing songs. As he walked down the lane, he met a farmer carrying bundles of golden straw. "That straw looks perfect for a house," thought the first little pig, "and I'll have time to play my flute in the sunshine." So he built a house of straw. It was light and airy, and he was quite pleased with it. The second little pig was friendly and enjoyed making things. As he walked along, he met a carpenter with neat stacks of wooden sticks. "These sticks would make a fine house," thought the second little pig, "and I'll still have time to paint it cheerful colors." So he built a house of sticks and painted flowers on the door. The third little pig was thoughtful and patient. He knew that building a good house takes time and care. When he found a mason with strong bricks, he knew these would make the best house of all. "This will take longer," he said to himself, "but it will be worth it." Day after day, he carefully laid brick upon brick, making sure each one was placed just right. His brothers would visit and bring him lemonade while he worked. Now, in the same countryside, there lived a big gray wolf. He wasn't particularly mean, but he was very hungry and not very thoughtful about other people's feelings. One day, the wolf came upon the first little pig's straw house. He knocked on the door. Little pig, let me come in," called the wolf. "Not by the hair of my chinny chin chin," said the first little pig, remembering his mother's advice about not opening doors to strangers. The wolf huffed and puffed, and the light straw house blew apart. But the first little pig was quick and clever. He ran straight to his brother's stick house just down the road. The two brothers locked the door and felt much safer together. But soon the wolf arrived at the stick house. Little pigs, let me come in," he called. "Not by the hairs of our chinny chin chins," they said together. The wolf huffed and puffed harder, and the stick house fell apart too. But the two little pigs were fast, and they ran all the way to their brother's brick house. The third little pig welcomed them inside with open arms. "Don't worry," he said kindly. "You're safe here. This house is very strong." Soon enough, the wolf arrived at the brick house. He knocked and called, but the three little pigs stayed safely inside. The wolf huffed and puffed with all his might, but the brick house stood firm. He huffed and puffed again, but the walls didn't budge even a tiny bit. The wolf was so tired from all that huffing and puffing that he sat down to rest. He realized he'd been rather rude and inconsiderate. "Perhaps," he thought, "I should try being neighborly instead." The three little pigs watching from their window saw the tired wolf and felt a little bit sorry for him. "Maybe he's just lonely and hungry," said the third little pig thoughtfully. After talking it over, the three brothers decided to be kind. They prepared some vegetable soup and warm bread and passed it out through a window to the wolf. The wolf was so surprised by their kindness that his eyes grew misty. "Thank you," he said quietly. "I'm sorry I tried to blow down your houses. That wasn't very nice of me." From that day on, the wolf learned to be a better neighbor. He helped the first and second little pigs rebuild their houses, this time with bricks, working alongside the third little pig who showed them all how. The three little pigs lived happily in their three strong brick houses, right next to each other. They had learned that taking time to do things well was important, and that kindness and forgiveness could change hearts. And on quiet evenings, you could hear the first little pig playing his flute, while his brothers hummed along, and even the wolf would sit peacefully nearby, listening to the gentle music under the stars. The end. Remember, little one, taking your time to do things well is always worth it, and kindness makes everything better. Sleep tight.